I think we're back. Hey, everybody. How are we doing? We are alive and well, all things considered. It is Wednesday night. It's time once again for the Throwdown. I am joined, as always, with my partner in crime, Chad Schoettle. Chad, how we doing?
Great. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. We are joined this week with our friend Fish Lee. Fish, how you doing, brother?
Man, I am doing good. I've got a lot of stress off my back because we just hit the 50% mark on the Kickstarter.
Nice.
I was worried about it this time around. I'm excited. I'm having a great day today.
Excellent. I'm so glad to hear that. Cameron's in the house. What's up, Cameron? How we doing, brother? We are rocking and rolling. He says, good evening, guys. How's everybody doing this wonderful evening? Patrick's in the house. He says, what's up, fellas? Cameron says, oh, he's calling me out already. You didn't call him Chucky.
Damn it.
Every once in a while, I got to give him a breather, man. Let him come up for some air. All right, I am going to be inking on my Muppets piece tonight. My Thunder Muppets. What else is everybody else working on?
I am working on Ultimate Spider-Man number 1 here, and I'm doing the Black Suit Spider-Man.
Sweet. Fish, what about you, brother?
I am working on a page from Alice Lost in Wonderland issue 2.
Oh, nice.
Because I got to get this thing done.
I know that feeling. All right, let's. I got my right thing done there. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna start eating, and then we're gonna start talking, and we're gonna do this Throwdown thing, and let's go. So, Fish, I didn't look because I was busy. Were you anywhere for Free Comic Book Day?
No, I wasn't this time around. Like, we had just launched the campaign and I was going like crazy and stuff. I had everything coming for the campaign to launch yesterday, and I was trying to finish up a book for a client so that I could focus on nothing but this. And I had my hands full.
I got you.
And my favorite comic book shop here in town doesn't order comic books anymore. They're in a weird, funky spot.
Ooh.
Where they're like between buildings, and they were going to buy a new location and upgrade because their last place flooded. And they got the loan for their new building they were going to buy, and then the person selling the building dropped out at the last second. And they're in this weird spot where they have to keep the business open to keep that loan available when they find the right spot to buy. So they've just got a little shop in the back of a little strip mall, and they're not like ordering new comics or anything. So it's really kind of dead. He's just literally keeping the doors open so he can keep that loan.
Right.
So they can find the right spot. So until then, it's really sad.
That sucks. Yeah, he's got to keep in business, but not accrue any new debt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sad. And unfortunately, like where I live, we got 3 colleges in town, but it's still kind of a small town considering.
Yeah.
And so it's like, 45-minute drive to the next real comic shop.
Whereabouts are you again?
Central Arkansas.
Central Arkansas.
Like,
okay.
I'd have to go all the way to Little Rock to find another like really good comic shop.
Huh. What about you, Chucky? I knew you were doing the rounds.
Yeah, so I went to Bell Books and Comics. So I went all the way up to Dayton.
Okay.
And went to, basically worked my way down from there up and away, and then Queen City Comics. And I was trying to. Afterwards, I just went on my date with my girlfriend over Columbus, and we were gonna try to hit a shop that was over at the mall in Columbus, but the shop already closed down.
Yeah,
it's all good.
What shop was that?
I'm sorry.
What shop was that in Columbus?
Oh, truth be told, I didn't even get the name of it.
Hmm.
I was just paying attention and just.
Was it Pack Rat?
It probably was.
That's where he was.
Oh, he was in Columbus?
Yeah. Yeah. Were you in Hilliard by any chance?
I'm sorry.
Hilliard, Columbus. It's a subdivision or a neighborhood of Columbus. That's where Pack Rat Comics is.
I believe so. I'll have to double check. I'll have to double check through the Google Maps. Like I said, I was more focused on. I was more focused on my date, and we were just like talking, and we went to get some sushi.
Ooh, nice.
Paying attention to girls over comics. Man, that's what's wrong with the youth today.
Sorry, that's my first relationship in like 12 years.
Patrick says, has anyone read the first issue of Predator versus Spider-Man? Because it was great and the Predator design was really cool. I have not myself. Anybody else?
I've been trying to find that. I did get the. That's actually one of the things I was able to grab. I did grab a Predator versus Black Panther blank. So I need to take a look into that. But I know that Pepe Lamez,
Pepe Larraz?
yeah, he did a cover. He did a cover for the Spider-Man versus Predator, and and it was just like I gotta get this, but I can never find it.
No, I haven't read any of the Predator versus books. It's once again, it's one of those things. It's on my to-do list.
So what about you? How was your free comic book day, Rodney?
I went to the Atomic Vault in Harrison, Ohio, which is the newest comic book shop in the greater Cincinnati area. And Andrew Satterfield and his family run it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a great time. We had a great crowd. Keith Brunswick was there, and he kind of hung out with me for a few hours and was talking to me. And I was doing commissions and
Nice.
meeting a bunch of new people. So it was a good time. Got to get my books early, and then I realized that later in the day that I missed a whole stack of books. That luckily they weren't gone. So I grabbed. I'll take that, and that. But yeah, it was a good time. Got some free pizza for lunch.
Ooh. You can never go wrong with that.
No, and they even got me a glazed donut in the morning, so that was good.
Hey.
I don't blame you about missing a couple titles, because I saw Cameron and Patrick's post on Facebook. Yes, I'm calling both of you out on this one. That was like a Godzilla and a Gundam one on Free Comic Book Day. I'm like, how did I miss these?
Huh. Yeah, there was a lot to choose from. I was surprised.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like Bell Book had like two 8-foot long tables full of the Free Comic Book Day stuff that they had out.
Nice.
And of all of them I was going through, I don't know how I didn't even see the Godzilla, nor did I even know there was a Gundam one.
Oh yeah, I got the. I think I got one of everything. I haven't really looked at it.
Cameron says it sounds like you had a great time. He had to miss this year because of work.
Oh, come on, Cameron.
You think there's going to be a free comic book next year?
Probably. I think there's too much. It's too much of an advertising tool for there not to be for Hollywood.
Right.
So it, in whatever shape or form it evolves into, or even if it stays the same, I think it's gonna be there. It's become such a staple, so many people are used to it now. It's just become part of the lexicon of the comic book industry and pop culture in general.
Right. And then at the same time, this is also a great opportunity for them to actually try to push out some one shots and some titles that they want to see. Hey, is this going to do well before we actually try to launch it as an actual series or anything like that?
Yep, I agree.
So it's a great way for a lot of these publishers to actually try testing the waters first and see how many actually get passed out before they even do anything.
Yeah. It's just wonderful advertising.
Mm.
Get new people into the brand. There's no better way to get kids involved because mom's not liable to take the kids to, a dark comic book store very often. But if it's free and they can load up on stuff, that'll get them in the door.
Yeah.
Get them started. I think that's the thing that's really hurt comics more than anything was moving them into the comic shops. And, when I was a kid, if I was good at the doctor or something, I would get like McDonald's and a comic book. But my mom could stop and grab, a stack of back issues in a plastic bag, like 3 for, $3 or whatever.
Right.
And it was easy to do in her normal day, or she could get them at the grocery store or whatever. She's not going to go across town and make a separate stop and wait in line for a half hour while 2 guys argue over who'd win in a fight between the Thing and Thor.
She's not?
No.
Man, that was my mom. That was my mom when Biggs used to be a thing in Ohio. She would be in line waiting to actually check out. I go right into the little book section. I'd be going through all the comic books that they actually had in there.
Oh yeah, that spinner rack at the Great Scott grocery store. That's where I.
Oh yeah, man.
That's where I caught the bug. Family Dollar General has bag comics for $1.25.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had like a bunch of DC's stuff. I was like, oh shit, look, there's comic books. And,
man.
it wasn't anything that I wanted or stuff that I already had, so I didn't pick anything up. But I was like, oh man, that's kind of cool. But the cool thing, the best part about it is the little display was surrounded by kids.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, there you go.
Yeah, my wife loves clearance aisle.
Yeah.
And she kept telling me about this store, Ollie's, that she loved going to.
Oh my God, Ollie's is
they've
great.
got cheap everything. But man, they've got books. They have got comic books and graphic novels. And I don't know if they're just unloading back stock or if they're just printing up new versions of old stuff to sell there. I don't know. But they've always got just stacks and stacks of cool stuff.
Yeah,
and it's always dirt
they
cheap.
get it in boxes from warehouses and stuff. It's good stuff. I picked up a couple of Jim Lee penciled version trades, which were cover price $24.99. I got them for $5.99.
Wow!
All day long.
Yeah,
Awesome deals like that. And sometimes it's really old stuff, like old school Teen Titans trades and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Or or stuff that's a couple years old, like the collected trade of Ms. Marvel or something.
Yeah.
But then, there's just all kinds of cool stuff. I never cease to find something cool in there.
Let's catch up on comments real quick. Let's see. Cameron says Apparently, the Gundam was extremely limited, and most places didn't get any, and Godzilla went quickly. Yes. Andrew had plenty of Gundam at the shop. Mark's in the house. What's up, Mark? How we doing, brother? Let's see. Patrick says, my kid got the Godzilla free comic, and my wife got the Star Wars and the Spider-Man comics for me. Sweet.
I took my nephew to one of those shops. He would have gone straight to all the Pokemon cards, and all my money would have went to him. I actually wanted to buy the big box.
That is one thing I never got into was the Pokemon craze.
No. I missed it. I was the wrong age to target for that when it came out. Not that I don't still get caught up in cartoons. I freaking loved Ben 10. I watched the fool out of Ben 10 with my kids. I bought them all the action figures. But Pokemon, I couldn't catch.
I used to watch Ben 10, but it's like after I can't remember how many times they actually rebooted. There was a point that when they did actually bring back the series as a different art style, and I'm just like, nope, I can't. It just bothered me.
I watched them all and I loved them all.
It bothered me, like, you go from Teen Titans, like the original one on TV, and then you go Teen Titans Go, where it's like a simplistic design. It's like, I can't.
Now, see, that is one cartoon that I have tried to watch on several occasions, and I just can't get past. I know it's intentionally stupid, but it's too much for me.
You're saying Teen Titans Go, I guess.
Yeah, it's annoying. I can't do it.
It is. It just like makes me wonder, like, what were they thinking?
I don't know if that's going to cost me points on my nerd card, but I'm just being honest, guys.
Well, I mean, it's aimed at a different audience.
I know.
And, and the kids today have a whole different sense of what's funny than like what we grew up with. And I mean, even my sense of humor is like largely quick-witted and dry, like, because I got a lot of my humor from like British comedies and stuff on PBS as a kid.
Right.
And
Little Benny Hill.
But oh god, I love me some Benny Hill. But different times. My kids don't find that stuff that funny.
Yeah.
But I crack up at it.
Yeah, you got to be of a certain age to appreciate Benny Hill.
Yeah.
Mark says he's sitting there painting on a new song. Cool. Cameron says my cousin's husband voiced him in one of the reboots, so that's neat. He's the same guy that does the voice in mocap for the Spider-Man games. Huh.
Oh,
Cool. That's kind of cool.
hey.
Cameron's got some famous people in the family.
He's been holding out on us,
No doubt. I feel cheated.
right?
Has anybody seen, what's it called?
Has anybody seen Thunderbolts?
Oh god, yeah.
I didn't, but I've already got spoiled with one of the scenes that actually got me falling.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I don't like spoiling movies or TV shows
Right.
online.
So, Fish, did it sounded like you liked it?
Oh man, I loved it.
Cool.
I really did. And I was really surprised that they kept as much of it under wraps until the movie as they did.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed with the way they handled the subject matter and stuff. Like I liked it across the board. I laughed my butt off at a bunch of points because I mean, freaking Red Guardian is my dude, and it's about time they made a fat bearded guy that you can cosplay as.
Right?
That's all I'm saying.
I think we should
I was gonna
all
like
go.
him no matter what, but
We should all get
then you make
together and go to the same convention dressed as Red Guardian.
oh man,
What about Fat?
absolutely.
What about Fat Thor in the in game?
Oh yeah, I mean that gave fat bros with long hair, you know, a real easy cosplay, and I'm grateful for them. I can't quite pull that look off anymore, and I ain't putting a wig on for that long. That would drive me nuts.
Fair,
Oh, God.
fair. I don't know how some cosplayers do it.
Yeah,
If I had hair between my scalp and the thing, maybe, but no, not on my bare scalp. Ain't doing it.
I just can't see walking around. I mean, you know, when we're at shows, we're on the other side of the table, and I see some amazing cosplayers,
Oh yeah.
costumes, and everything, and I think to myself, you couldn't pay me to walk around this hot ass convention carrying that whatever they're carrying as part of their costume, dressed in all
Mhm.
that leather and pleather and
So heavy, so
oh my
hot,
God, so hot, so heavy, and
so hard to
just,
breathe.
yeah.
All this,
No thanks.
all this to win a $50 gift card in the cosplay contest.
Yeah, even when I was young, I was just no. I'd rather go enjoy the show. Go talk to the artists, and you know,
Yeah.
how do you make those circles with the brush?
It's not all, I mean, for the cosplay thing, it's not all bad. I got a buddy who actually entered one of those cosplay contests who won third prize, and he actually got job offers afterwards.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's been sharing some behind the scenes stuff with me too.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, at this point now, I could go ahead and at least talk about it because I've already been like now on streaming and everything because he worked on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he did the did a lot of the props for some of the alien designs.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he did also did Cyborg's props on his face in Doom Patrol.
Oh, cool.
So he definitely got a name for himself, and I think we just lost Fish.
What?
I didn't realize it was a catch and release.
Come on now. Did he just?
I think he just, I think he got his connection dropped or something.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Patrick says, I've been cosplaying as a fat bearded guy most of my life. Word, brother. Word.
Let Cameron's do it.
Cameron's. Hey, that had Thor Lebowski. They had Thor Lebowski. That's right.
It's true. One of my cousins, my cousin's husband actually cosplayed as him, and even he was actually saying, "It's like I have no idea how people who cosplays in these events do it all the time. I'm burning up."
Yeah. Yeah, most of the time when I'm walking around on the show, I can't wait to get somewhere and get something cold to drink.
Mm-hmm. Now we're on the basically at the table. We are ourselves like little coolers and stuff.
Shh, 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 shh. No, we don't. We go and buy from the concession stand. Don't give away our secrets, Chad.
What secrets?
No, that's true. This is true. This is true. Very true. We're pretty much open books here on the Throwdown. Let me see if I don't know. Did you message or anything, maybe?
No, I was gonna do
Space
it.
coming along very nicely.
All right, we're efforting to see if
Well, I know he's like kind of out
yeah, he's kind
in
of
the
out
country.
in the
So
country, so he might have lost his signal. So Ted, when you were at Bell Book, did you see John?
I did see John. I did see him for a little bit just to check on him to see how he's doing.
Yeah,
Like every time I go by to see him, he always has like a good number of people at his booth. So
that's good.
he's definitely doing well for himself.
Good, good, good. I'm glad to hear it.
A lot of people were definitely saying that they were kind of expecting Adam there too. Although I did actually get the Bell Book and Comic limited edition Prowl that they actually had.
Really?
They only had one left. I actually was able to grab it because I was always wanted to actually grab it, but I never got a chance to message Adam about it. So I grabbed it, and the store clerk's like, you want me to sign it?" And I don't think he even realized that I actually did the colors for that book.
Well, he might not. So I've had to do that. Some of the stuff that I've worked with other people on, like, "You want me to sign it too?" And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Well, I did this," and they're like, "Oh yeah. If you worked on it, yeah, sign it."
Yeah, but he had like a good line of people that was almost about ready to start circling outside the building.
That's good. I'm glad. He's such a good dude.
He is. It was kind enough to actually like pull where they have their staff actually pulled me to the side just so I can actually take a look through their box full of blank sketch covers.
That's cool. That's cool.
he said the internet went down.
Oh,
He's
okay.
trying to see if he can get on a workaround on his phone.
All right. His signal, his internet went down, so he's trying to do something with his phone. So hopefully we can get him back before we sign off.
That was the other place I really wanted to check out was the place you guys were at. I didn't have time to actually get over there.
Yeah, I kept looking for you to hopefully show up. It's a neat store, man. I think you'll really dig it.
I need to. I'll probably check it. I'll try to check it out this weekend.
Sounds like the cats are having fun upstairs.
Oh, I'm just now looking at some of the comments right now. And yeah, Patrick, I will actually have to get with you on that one.
Let's see.
A little piece from.
Hey, Twan's in the house. What's up, Twan?
Twan.
How we doing, brother? He was all set up somewhere. I don't remember where it was, but
I did see him advertising that he was going to be somewhere.
yeah. No, it's a good time, man. It's
I need to find a better connection with some shops. This whole next time on Free Comic Book Day, I can actually be a guest artist. I miss it.
yeah, it's fun. Unfortunately, Andrew I had a 4-foot table because they have limited space for somebody to set up. So yeah, I had one shelf of books, Roadkill Rampage books, and then The rest was just the prints and stuff. So I sold the hell out of the Darth Vader print.
Nice.
The Darth Vader, Darth Maul, and Boba Fett trifecta was the was the hot seller for me that day.
Oh yeah, especially with Star Wars literally the next day. Literally the next day.
Yeah.
That's all my friend Ben and I and like our project manager we were all talking about Star Wars on Monday. we all got back. I got back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some heated arguments on that one.
Uh-oh. What were you arguing about?
It wasn't much more. It wasn't much on the whole argument thing. It was just like Ben's kid, who's like 5 or 6 years old, was watching one of the movies for the first time, and it was episode 7. So it started becoming some other things, and we just all started talking about like some of the things that the sequels could have done better.
Like redone them?
Yeah.
Let's see. Twan says tired. The old 9 to 5 has been beating me down. Patrick says, I know I'm ready to get the funds going to get those Gundam sketches done by you guys. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Along with the 24 sketch cards I actually got going on.
Oh, is he there?
Hey, man.
He's back.
Yeah, I'm back for now.
So did they use the anal probe this time?
A little bit. They were nice about it. You know,
At least
pat the
they
back
asked
of my
for
head
permission.
and
Did they ask for
sang
permission
sweet
this time?
songs to me. And they made it as pleasant as it could be. Let's just say.
Yeah, well, that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, I mean, this day and age, it ain't nothing.
Quick trip around the Milky Way, and you're back.
Mm-hmm. But if you don't get a window seat, is it really worth it? Like, I mean, really?
Yeah, it's kind of a wasted trip.
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't open the door until it's the proper time.
Or
Ba-dum-bum.
depressurize in space one time. Never let you forget it. If you label the doors in English, is all I'm saying.
Well, you know.
Not fluent in Huddies or whatever it was labeled in.
When you have everybody constantly doing everything for you.
Yeah. That's the problem with aliens these days.
So speaking of aliens, you guys heard about the stuff that they found underneath the pyramids?
No.
Really?
Did they finally found my Uncle Sam?
Well, in addition to Uncle Sam, they found these columns that are like 12 foot in diameter, and there's 12 or 16 of them, and they go a mile deep into the earth.
Interesting.
And in at certain intervals of that distance, there's copper wire like wrapped around the columns.
Really?
So it's kind of bizarre.
Well, they had early batteries and stuff. Like,
Yeah. I'm waiting for stuff to come out that's not bullshit. It's not fan fiction,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I'm sure they're whatever they find, they have to go through all the proper channels of what can we let the public know that, and what story are we going to be feeding them as to what we found.
I mean, at this point, they did try to tell us the whole truth. How much of it are people really going to believe it?
So, although the one thing that I do remember the saying that they found was they found the second gunman from the grassy knoll.
Oh, really?
Yes, he was there and he still had the rifle in his hand.
Huh.
So, that's one mystery solved. Yeah, Tim says pillars going down. It's insane. They would never lie to us, Twan says. Have you been watching TV for the last 6 years?
Can't trust our own government. Who can you trust?
Well, I don't know who it was, but there was a feed on Instagram where they were showing all the news broadcasts from all over the country and all the newscasters saying the same, reading the same script in all these different cities. They're basically feeding you all the same stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean they're all reading the same reports from the same agencies,
right?
Because I know for a fact the local Arkansas guys aren't running off to Washington D.C. to report on whatever it is going on in Congress today. So they're just reading the script
Right.
that some other reporter wrote.
So is everybody excited for the new? We get back-to-back weeks here coming up soon. We get new Superman, and the new Fantastic Four.
I don't even know which one I actually am excited more on. But that's all coming out in June, right?
July 2nd is Superman, and the next week is the Fantastic Four.
Ooh.
I know I'm more excited for the Fantastic Four, but that's just because James Gunn has me like gun shy now.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I really loved everything he was doing, with like Guardians of the Galaxy and all that stuff. Absolutely loved it. And Suicide Squad was awesome. Loved it. And then when I find out that, he's doing Creature Commandos, I lost my crap. I was so excited. And then it comes out, and I'm so excited. And I'm there the first day, and I'm watching it, and it's just Guardians of the Suicide Squad. And I was real disappointed.
Huh. So it was just...
And now I'm kind of worried he's just one note,
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting perspective. You start to get to worry about that with directors after about their fifth or sixth movie.
That's how it was with Schneider.
Yeah.
With me, like I fell in love with 300 and some of his other movies, and then it's watching Man of Steel, Batman v Superman. It's like you start noticing the pattern.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, and it's like, well, I don't even know why I even want to watch these movies in theaters when he's going to be releasing a ultimate or director's cut that's going to be a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
So I might as well just save the money.
Yeah.
But
It's tough. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. Because I want it to be awesome. But
yeah.
I'm much more genuinely excited for Fantastic Four after what we've seen so far.
I'm actually trying to be biased because I only saw the one trailer, and I'm trying not to watch any other newer clips or anything. Just trying to keep everything like my expectations low, just so I can actually enjoy the movie a lot better. Because if I try watching all the TV spots, all the clips, all the newest trailers that they're being releasing, it's my expectations started becoming a little bit higher, and they just start falling down.
Yeah. I have to be quietly reserved because I so want this Fantastic Four to be what I've wanted a Fantastic Four movie to be since I was 6. You know, all the ones that are out now that I saw the first one, didn't like it. I've seen bits and pieces of the other ones, didn't like them. And I am really hoping that they do this right.
See, I was hard pressed to not like a superhero movie after having gone so many years without a decent superhero movie.
Yeah.
I was going to like it no matter what because it had the Fantastic Four and it had the Thing and, you know, Johnny Storm, and I was going to like it either way. Galactus really made me sad in the early one because that was just, they did my boy wrong, you know, but turn him into a cloud. Man, come on. But,
I will have to say that I do like the way that they portrayed Johnny Storm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that I enjoyed that. What was I going to say? Shoot, it's gone. Can't remember what it was.
now that other one was pretty rough.
We don't talk about that one. That one.
We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Fan Force Stick.
I mean, at the same time, Disney has been hitting a lot of strikeouts lately when it comes to some of their movies.
That's because they need to quit remaking animated movies and make more animated movies.
It's bad enough. It's bad enough that that the new Snow White was actually bad, but it's worse that their rating was actually so bad that it made Dragon Ball Evolution actually look good.
Wow.
And I'm not kidding. You can actually go on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like 3 points higher than what it is.
I saw an article headline today on Facebook that said that Disney's going back to producing more 2D animated movies.
Thank God.
And I'm like, yes.
That's their strengths right there. That they should never have done.
And Treasure Planet proved it, man. They killed it with Treasure Planet, and then they did everything they could to kill that movie because they didn't want 2D stuff to be successful because 3D is, I mean, it's time consuming, but it's ultimately easier.
Yeah.
And now that you can do mocap suits and stuff, it's even easier.
Yep. Where you could just practically make a whole animated episode and like not even a fourth of the time now.
Oh yeah, it's crazy easy. I remember after college, I got a job in video games, and then they turned around and like, yeah, the board decided to buy motion capture equipment instead, and this was like back in the 90s, so it was a big investment. So, you know, they invested in that rather than hiring me. But I was like, honestly, I can't blame them. That's, as a company, that's going to save them a whole lot of money on animators.
Yeah.
They'll still need some, but they won't need near as much.
Tim
Now you
says,
can do it
yeah, the
yourself.
Commandos was a monstrous Suicide Squad, LOL. And John's in the house. John Hagan. Hey, he says, hey, guys. What's happening, John? Sorry, Fish. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no.
But yeah, the fact that they're going to be going back to 2D animation just makes the little artist in me very happy.
Yeah, I saw
Mhm.
that, and I was like, that makes me happy.
Well, this was also like when I wanted to actually go to some other colleges outside the state just so I can actually do 2D animation. But by the time I got myself a little bit older, 2D animation was already starting becoming a dying thing.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's true. All right, folks, we have reached that magical time for us to, now it's time to, speaking of Disney, now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. We want to thank everybody for stopping by and spending some of your evening with us. We greatly appreciate it. John, I know you just got here, but it's time to go. So come join us next week. Let's go around a circle real quick and tell everybody who you are and where you can be found on socials. Chad, let's start with you, brother.
All right, you can find me through most of the socials at Showtell_arts. The Facebook is just the Art of Chad Schoettle, where you'll be able to see everything I've been posting, and a lot of my stuff is also recorded, so you'll be seeing a lot of time-lapse videos.
Excellent. All right, Mr. Fish, what about you, brother?
I am Mr. Fish Comics on all of the internet sites and social medias. And you can follow me at gomrfish.com. We'll take you to the most recent project I'm working on. Like right now, it is Alice Lost in Wonderland, which is live on Kickstarter.
Nice. All right, folks. I am the Ficus, otherwise known as Rodney Fyke. You can find me right here every Wednesday night for the Throwdown. You can check me out on Instagram and Facebook at Rodney Fyke Art. And check out your local appearances in the Cincinnati area to see where I might be popping my head up. So for Chad, don't call me Chucky Schoettle, and Fish, Mr. Lee, this is the Ficus saying so long, everybody. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye.